Hey Cubs, welcome to Eagle's Nest. Today we're going to do something a bit more fun. We're going to do paper rockets, alright? It's got three parts to it, alright? We have our blowing straw, we have our spacer, and we have our rocket. And they're pretty cool. So you can see how far my backyard is, so just load it up and you can shoot it through your backyard. Alright? So you can shoot them around the house, you can make some targets and shoot them. Alright, to make these, you need 3 bits of scrap paper, some scissors, some sticky tape, pencil, and a ruler. That's how easy it is. Alright, so we'll get started. So I'm going to make my blowing straw out of my nice bit of green recycling. So you get your pencil. And you roll your paper up. Alright, so try and roll it up as nice and tight as you can. Alright, use the pencil to help you shape your paper. Alright. Once you get it going, then it's easy and you just roll it all the way up. Alright, so you do it once. Alright. And then before you do it the second time, before we sticky tape it, get your sticky tape ready. So you'll need 3 pieces. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so then you roll it from the other side. So we've already got started the shape of our rolling. And then you roll it over again. Alright. Try and get it as tight as you can do. Alright, then you just roll it up. Bring the camera in so you can see it there a little bit better. Alright, there we go. Alright. Cool, once you rolled it up, you get sticky tape. Just one bit. One bit. And the middle. Alright, you pull your pencil out. Now you'll see we've got this little strip bit here. We're going to have to put some sticky tape across there so it's nice and flat. See? Oh, there we go. And if you've got a bit of sticky tape that sticks over the top, just trim it off so it's nice and flat. Alright, and that is our blowing straw done. Alright, so now we do our packer. So I'm going to do my packer out of my other bit of scrap bit of paper. I'm going to save my little pink rabbits to send off to space later as a rocket. Alright, so it's very similar. So you get your pencil so you can help shape your paper. Alright. This time we only need to go up 1/4 of the way because we don't need that much. Alright. So then you get your blowing straw and you put it back in. Alright. So then you roll it over. Try and get this nice and tight if you can. Alright. Alright. So this is the fun part. Alright. So you see that I've rolled over twice. Alright. It's very hard to see the end of the paper. Alright, so you'll just see just on the inside the paper. And I've rolled over twice. So this is just our spacer. We don't need it to be a whole roll. Okay? And then we just put mark there, mark there. So that way you can cut it across. There we go. So it's nice and square. And then we cut that off. See my line? Now we only do it in 2 rolls, so we only got a small spacer. So when we put our rocket on, it's a nice firm fit. It's not too hard to put on, and it doesn't just fall off when it's too loose. There we go. So again, before we roll it, we're going to need 3 bits of sticky tape. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so now we roll our spacer across. So once you've done that, you sticky tape that on there. 1 in the middle, and 1 down the other end. Alright, so once again we've got these little lips where we have to put a bit of tape down the side. It just keeps it nice and flat. Alright, so we'll do it again. I might cut it this time because it's from flicking. Again, if you've got a little bit of tape that's sticking over, you can just pull it off or cut it off. Alright, so now we have our straw and our spacer. So now we get to build our body of our rocket. Now we don't want our body of our rocket the same width as our straw, because then we will have nowhere to blow. So we need to trim our paper down a bit. So either you've got a ruler, you can make it any size you want. You just need to take a little bit off. Alright, so that's how much I'm going to be taking off. Cool, and there we go. Alright, so that's going to be our body of our rocket. So now we get our spacer, our straw, and we wrap our body of our rocket around it. But before we do that, we need to get some sticky tape ready. 3 pieces again. Alright, now I'm ready to go. Now I can roll my rocket. Alright, so you get it and try and do it nice and firm again. Roll it over, and you just roll it up all nicely. Alright. Then when we sticky tape down, see I've got a thumb there? You want to put the sticky tape at least a thumb width lower than that, okay? And I'll show you why in a second. Alright. And then 1 at the bottom. And 1 in the middle. And again, we have a nice big lip. So we want our rocket to be nice and smooth so it flies through the air quite nicely. We cut a bit and we fill that little pack in. Alright, if you've done like me and you've cut an extra bit of tape, you don't want it to stick onto the inside, so you just need to trim that off. So you can slide it down and just trim off your bit of extra tape that you've got. Okay. Alright, and that is our body of our rocket. Okay, so now we can slide that off and put our spacer and our straw to the side, and we've got our body of our rocket. Now to start the top, we need to cut it in 4 places. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that will help us fold the end down. It's only about the thickness of your straw here, your rocket body. Let's get the scissors. Cut it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I've got 4 little slots. So what we did that for is, so now we fold our rocket header over. So one goes over like that, then the other one goes over, and the last one, second last one, and then the last one goes over. Alright, so that seals it off nicely. So now we just need to put some sticky tape over each way just to hold that nice and flat. Alright, and my sticky tape ends come off. Alright. Alright. So you just make sure it's all nice and down. Put a bit of sticky tape over the top. And you just pull it down like that. Alright, and then you do one the other way. There we go. So that is now the end, my end cap all done on my rocket. Alright, so now on our rocket, what do we need? We need some nice little wings at the bottom. Alright, so you can make the wings any way you would like. Alright, you can have one wing, you can have 3 wings, you can have 4 wings. Alright, it's up to you. I like to put 4 wings in, it helps it fly nice and straight. Alright, so I just guess on most of mine. Alright, you guys can do the same. My rocket's about, so I'm just going to do about that wide. And then I'm going to do about there again. Just so it's symmetrical on either side. As you see, I'm not measuring it up 100%. You know, it's just a bit of fun. Alright, so you can see that's going to be my wings, and I like to make my wings a bit fancy. So I am going to put a little bit of a back cut on it. Alright. Yep. Cool. So that's my wing. So now I'm going to cut that out. So these little wings here, they help your rocket to fly nice and straight. There we go, there's one. Now, instead of redrawing it up a second time, I can just put that on a bit of paper. And I can either draw, trace around it. So it's nice and easy. So they're both exactly the same. Cool, and there's my other one. So now I'll cut that one out. Alright, so now I have my 2 wings. Alright, so I don't want them just to be nice and flat when they stick on. I want them to stick up on an angle. So where my little lines are, I'm just going to give them a little bit of a bend just to help them stand off a little bit. If you have trouble folding it over, what you can do is you can actually get your ruler, put it up against your line, and then you can just push it up a little like that, and that will give you a nice little crease. Do the other side, and you go. There we go, and it gives you 2 nice little creases for your wing. Do the same to the other one. And And the other side, last side. There we go. Alright. So now all I have to do is stick my little white rockets wings on my rocket. So that's all we need is some sticky tape. A little bit down there. Alright, on the other side. Okay, if you've got a bit of extra tape like I've got, you just trim it off nicely. There we go. And there are my 4 little rocket wings. Now, I'm just going to do a nose cone. Nose cones are very similar, very easy. Alright, just got a bit of paper, and you just roll it on an angle. Until you get a nice little cone shape. Now, you can just trim that straight across. Alright. But what I should have done before I started the nose cone, I should have got a bit of sticky tape ready. Alright. Alright, so that's my nose cone, but as you see, the end's not going to fit on there too well. So all I have to do is just roughly work out where my end's going to fit, so it's about there, and then I just trim it off nice and square. Just like that. Alright, so now that will sit on there nicely, so I just got to put some sticky tape on. So I'll get some sticky tape ready. Alright. So you just hold it on nicely, as best you can. Alright. Get one bit of sticky tape. Here we go. Now if you want to colour in your rocket, that would be pretty cool. Alright, you can actually colour it in before you roll it up. You can paint it after you're done. Alright, and there we go. And there we go, that is one rocket made. Alright, so as you saw earlier, we made our spacer with our straw, blowing straw. So now we can push our blowing straw out of our spacer, because we only need this, the spacer, when we're actually building our rockets. So now when I go to put my rocket in my blow straw, it slides in nice and easy. Alright, and if you want to make some more, you keep your spacer, and what you do is you just put some little cuts in the end of it. Just pop your finger in just to push it out a bit. So that will help you slide your blowing straw in there, so you can build another rocket. Alright, so let's see how Eagle's rocket goes. Alright, that went about 3.5 meters. Alright, I want to see you guys post up your rockets, put some pictures out there and see how you go. Alright, but before we go, I got one thing to show all the big cubs. Alright, so come with me. Okay guys, now at the front, this is my super rocket that I made up. Alright, so I had some PVC pipe laying around the house, so I put some tape on there for that makes my spacer, and I made this rocket exactly the same way as I did my blue one, just a little bit bigger. Alright, as you see, my nose cone's a bit broken because I've been shooting it off a few times. Alright, so what we have, we've got a 2 litre bottle at the bottom, we've got a little screw bit that goes in the end, which is almost broken, PVC pipe, a bit of an elbow, and then my rocket just slides over the top there. Alright, so I'll show you how it launches, and then you guys see if you can make something like that at home. Alright, so I'll get my cameraman to move back into place, and you guys at home, watch very carefully because this rocket's going to fly. All right, so give me a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Oh, hope you kept up with that, guys. All right, so I'll get my cameraman to go fetch it behind the trailer, and then you're probably thinking, oh, Eagle, you're so big, you stomp on it hard. I'll get my cameraman, he's about the same size as all you cubs. All right, and I'll show you that even he can launch it off as high as I can. It's just behind the trailer.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Where?
All right. So guys, I am going to get my Scout here to shoot it off, and we'll see if I can keep view of it, and we'll show that even the smallest kids can shoot off a big rocket. Alright, so let me just get into place. Alright, so he's going to do a countdown and he's going to do a double jump step. Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, I hope you guys followed that, and we'll have a look and see if we can shoot it off a few more times for you. Alright, so that's a little challenge for the big cubs at home. Alright, let's see how, guys, you can make the little blow ones, pop them up online, show me some pictures, and that's all from Eagle's Nest. Alright, stay safe.